Hi everybody, welcome to Old Guy's Garage. Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to be covering the removal and reinstallation of this good old Holley 650 CFM double pumper, model number 4165. So my wife had a good friend that had her work, Brian Bird, great mechanic, who rebuilt this for us. So special thanks to him, and hope you enjoy this video, and we'll see you at the end. Okay everybody, we're going to take a shot here at disconnecting the carburetor. So I'm also going to be taking a lot of pictures as I go, because I want to make sure everything goes back exactly the way it was. So, alright, looks like I need to hop over on that side. And also going to be very careful that nothing falls down in the carburetor or in the engine. Okay, I'm going to take this guy off, leave him like that. So I'm going to grab my camera here and get some pictures how things are set up. Alright, I'm going to go get some wrenches based on the bolts I see here, and we'll be right back. Alright, I'm also going to label some lines too as I take them off, just so I know what they are. I do have a new fuel pump coming tomorrow, so I started taking that off. Or not coming tomorrow, I ordered one today. I couldn't find one locally, but I was able to find an identical one on eBay. So, okay, got this thing labeled. I am going to get a new fuel line. Okay, what else we got? Looks like we got another line down here. He's not even clamped on. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him off or not. There we go, got her. Okay, I'm going to put that back in there. For now, at least. Okay, so got him off. Alright, let's see what else we can take off here. Alright. This is an evap line. Put him there. I'm going to label him though. Check him out of the way. Probably get to this bolt. See, that doesn't go to the carburetor. This guy here can come off. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to leave him on there. Ooh, I guess that's okay. That guy there's a 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, he's off. Good deal. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take this guy here off. So that looks like 2 Phillips. have a little magnetic dish here to put my loose parts in. What screws I take out, I'm going to put back in. Okay, had a little intermission there. The card was full on the GoPro. Carefully pull him out and put him in my dish here. Leave that guy disconnected. Okay. Okay, get to that bolt. I can get to that one. Let's go check out the other side. Alright, so it looks like we got a bolt here. Here's the throttle cable. I think I'm just going to pull that cotter pin out with some pliers. And there goes the light. I'm going to put this back on. That's the way I know it goes there. Alright, we're going to have to remove this bracket, it seems, in this spring. And take a picture of that spring since I'm going to be removing it next. See how much tension's on this? That ain't that bad. It's not like it's a brake spring. Alright, what's next? Looks like this bracket's definitely got to go. Okay. Yep, it's smaller than ½ inch. There we go. Well, I think the next thing I have to take off is this thing here. To get to that. Well, you know, I might be able to get to it this way. There we go. The less I have to take apart, the less I have to reassemble. Okay, that guy's loose. Okay, he's on there, yeah. He's loose, he's loose. I'm going to loosen these up. Be very careful with these, not to drop them. Oh, okay. Got him out. Okay, I'm going to give this thing a look over, see what else we can do. Alrighty, I'm loosening these guys up as well. I think they got washers underneath them. They weren't that tight. I mean, they were tight, but it wasn't like you were undoing like a main brake bolt on a spindle or something, man. Those really took some torquing. Okay, so we got some movement here from the carburetor. Try to take him off this way. Okay. Wants to be difficult. Get a screwdriver underneath them. I think if I do that, I can try to get him to finagle his way off. Come on. There we go. Well, that's wanting to go. I just don't want parts falling inside. Okay, that's loose. Alright, here we go. Let's see about this side here. Okay, I'm going to give this thing one good look around before I pull it up. I don't want anything falling down in the intake. There we go. Cool beans. There we go. There it is. That's where the magic happens. Okay. Okay. I'm going to vacuum this up real quick and then pull those gaskets off. There we go. All right. All right. Let's take a gander and look down in there. Oh boy, look at that. Alrighty. Okay, well, we got the carburetor off. We're going to go take that to get worked on and rebuilt. Then I'm going to plug these holes, make sure nothing gets down there. I basically made a template. I'm going to make a cover for the intake manifold. So I've got my holes marked. I'll take my drill some holes. Alrighty, there we go. I'm going to put this side up, that side down. Okay, I made my handy dandy cover here. I'm going to put that on the motor here. Oh shoot, I might have to drill bigger holes. Never mind. Alright, here we go. Making sure we're free of wood chips and all that fun stuff. I'll put the tape side down. Hopefully I got big enough holes this time. There we go. Alright. There we go. I guess you could use cardboard too. Then I'm going to put the nuts and washers back on. So this one, that one didn't have one. Alright. Okay, time to take the carburetor in for a rebuild. Okay, so it looks like I had a throttle body or a throttle spring or something, and then the main bolt that helps hold the air cleaner. That's what I had left. The bolts that held the carburetor down to the car are back on the car. Got a fuel line there I'm going to recut. That's old. And there's the fuel pump we're waiting on. That should be coming in fairly soon. Found one off of eBay that's the numbers matching. It looks identical to this. So there's a lot of other ones that are aftermarket that are about 25 bucks, 17 bucks, 30 bucks, but I'm going to go with what was on the car. So yeah, beyond that, I'm going to just take some detailed pictures of this carburetor here and take it on in. Alrighty, so getting ready to put the carburetor back on. We got it all rebuilt by a nice friend of ours, wifey and I. He ended up using this Holley trick kit here. And this is part number 37605. So he ended up using that and rebuilt it with that. So put all new gaskets and parts in it. So all in all, the carburetor was in really good shape for sitting for like 35 years or so. Got a new gasket here going between the carburetor and the manifold, and I just cleaned up this stainless baffle. Couldn't find one online, or maybe if I did, they were just really pricey, so we're just going to reuse that guy. Got our flathead screwdriver here, our wrenches ready to go, new fuel line cut, and looks like to be a spring and the bolt that holds the air cleaner on the carburetor. So anyhow, let's get to it. Alrighty, well, let's get to it here. I'm going to go ahead and take these guys off. Make sure these don't drop into the intake manifold. And this one here did not have a washer. I'm going to go and take these off and put them in my magnetic bowl. Okay, so these are in the clear. Alrighty, that looks nice. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and grab our gasket. Go. New gasket on there. And then this guy here is actually stamped top. This is a stainless steel baffle. They're kind of hard to find. I couldn't find them on Holley's website, so I just cleaned up the old one, and we're going to stick him on there like that. And I'm going to get the carburetor prepped. Right now it's standing on a couple of bolts the rebuilder put through just so it would steady itself, and so I'm going to take those off and get the carburetor ready. So here is the carburetor, cleaned up, ready to go back on. And you can see the guy who rebuilt it for me put these bolts in just to steady it. So I'm going to take these bolts out here, and then we're going to put it back on the intake manifold here. Alrighty, here we go. This is the Holley 61. Was it 4165? Yeah, 4165. This is the double pumper, 650 CFM. So this thing has a lot of velocity. A lot of velocity when it comes to those secondaries opening up for great throttle response. So, all right, so we got that on there. And we're just going to go around and just put the bolts on one at a time. Raise it up, fit the washer and nut in there, start threading them, drop the carburetor, and then go to the other side and do the same thing. Alrighty, I just polished up these nuts and washers, and what I'm going to do is going to gingerly lift up on the carburetor where I can get this nut threaded on. And I'm just going to get him threaded on. So he's threaded on. Now I'm going to go to this guy here, put the washer on. I'm going to get this guy, lift up on the carburetor, work that nut in, and get him threaded on a few threads. Okay, I'm going to go back here. That washer on. Lift up a little. Have to get that bolt on top. Thread it a little. Come on. There we go. Okay. And do the last one here. Get the washer on. And I think last time I may have took this guy off. And he's on it too. So they're on there. They're just not tight. We have this heat riser here to also connect. So I'm going to go ahead and connect him. And I do have the sniffles. I am still waiting on my test to come back to know if I have this beer flu going around. If I do have it, I'm kind of surprised we're going through such extreme measures, because honestly, this is not that bad of a cold that I have compared to many other sicknesses that I've had in the past. Okay, so this is the evap line. I'm going to go ahead and get him connected. He was just stuck on the carburetor last time. So to complete this process, I took pictures of the carburetor, you know, top view, side views, front views, all that good stuff before I took it all apart so we could put it back together exactly the way it was before. So what I'm going to do now is set these aside, and I'm just going to go ahead and tighten the bolts, tighten the nuts on the four corners. A lot of these you can get wound down by hand most of the way. Alright, I'm going to go to the other side. Okay, I'm just going to go around one last time, make sure these are all nice and snug. So let's look at the carburetor here. I mean, let's look at the pictures. So it looks like this guy is going to go back here on the bottom. We've got an evap line. He's going way back in here underneath the carburetor here, it looks like. Okay, make sure he's on all the way. There we go. A little extra push. And this guy, right up here, that's still there. We've got our fuel line to do, so let me grab the fuel line and a flathead screwdriver. Okay, so got our new fuel line here. I'm going to check. Yeah, this will work good. Put him on the fuel pump down here. Okay, so I looked at some more pictures that I took. It does look like this evap line went above this hose, just like this. That's how it was before. So anybody want to comment on that below, just let me know. But this is how it was prior, before the new fuel pump and carburetor rebuild. So let's just go ahead and tighten these guys down. And I'll do the same thing to the clamp on the fuel pump. And I got these hose clamps from Harbor Freight. You can get a big box of them. I think I only paid like $2 or $3. So can't beat it. Alright, so got the hoses back on. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt in the top of the carburetor. Take it out of my parts bag. Okay, I'm going to grab, looks to be 7/16 or ½ inch. The Renew kit came with a new one of these. So we're going to go ahead and put them on here. There we go. And I'm going to put the air cleaner on. There we go. Okay. Going to I'm going to look at this one more time here. I'll go ahead and connect this guy. I think he needs to go about like right there. There we go. Will this all fit? Let's see here. Okay. Now it'll work. Okay, so carburetor is back on. Back on the 72. All right. everybody, that wraps up this video. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this video helps somebody out there, inspired somebody out there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That would be great. Especially don't forget to subscribe. We're always looking for more subscribers. Yeah, we got a lot more interesting, cool things coming up for this car, as well as the 86. And I know my wife has a few projects she's going to be starting on her baby soon. So until then, thanks for tuning in. And remember, whether it's a muscle car, a classic car, a race car, your dream car, let's keep them running. And we'll see you next time. Alrighty.